What up, fam? Okay, normally I don't share a lot of true crime videos on this channel, but in this case, I decided to make an exception. The only reason why I'm sharing this particular video that I found, of course, on TikTok, because you know TikTok be having all the crazy videos, is exhausting. Let me tell you something real quick before I show this video. The YNs are out of control. What are YNs, you might ask? Young ninjas. Or in our vocabulary, young niggas. Anyway, these YNs decided to be bold. And they're very young, by the way. They really are. They have to be no older than 18. I would say, judging from the way that they were looking on that Ring doorbell camera, probably about 15, 16-year-olds that did this. They decided to take it upon themselves in broad daylight to ransack somebody's home in New Orleans in broad daylight. Now, I knew New Orleans was crazy, but not this damn crazy. Take a look.
My parents' house was broken into yesterday. In the middle of the day, in broad daylight in New Orleans East, somebody kicked in our front door and broke into our house, stole all our stuff, including the truck, the SUV that was parked in the garage, and they drove off. I'm gonna take you through a play-by-play of exactly what happened. This young male suspect, who looks like he can't be no older than 15, 16 years old, he knocks on our door for several minutes. He doesn't have a mask on. We clearly see his face. And he waits. He waits to see if somebody is going to open the door. Nobody opens the door. Nobody's home. So he walks away, comes back 2 minutes later with a homeboy. They kick in our door. They literally kick our door down. They go into the house, ransack all the bedrooms, steal a bunch of our stuff. And then they proceed to find the keys to the SUV that's parked in the garage. They open the garage, start the SUV up, and then they leave. This is such a violation and invasion of privacy. We want our stuff back. We also want them identified and caught and put in jail.
You know, I felt some type of way when I saw this video. It really angered me that my own people stealing from the same color. First of all, why are these badass kids running amok and stealing from those who work hard for their prized possessions, don't bother nobody, and then got the nerve to do it in broad daylight? You are bold. And judging from the looks of those children, because they're kids, they're minors, they're not grown-ass men, they had to be no older than 15, 16, maybe 17 years old, judging from what they look like on that Ring doorbell camera. But I actually saw this incident on the news the other night, and I was like, damn, it's bad out here. That just shows you can't trust shit, whether it's daylight or nighttime. You could be in the nicest neighborhood in the suburbs, thinking it's quiet and it's safe for your family, and then all of a sudden you got this bullshit lurking. Had the nerve to knock on the door first, then kick the damn door down and rob everything that they had, including the car. Luckily, nobody was home. Otherwise, if somebody was in that home, they probably would have got injured, because there was at least 3 of them YNs that ransacked that home and stole that car. Or at least 2 of them. I can't remember. I didn't really count how many people were involved, but they still on the loose. The police haven't caught them. But it's all over social media. It's all over the news. But it baffles me how these bad kids just move and act like they could just get away with stuff like this. You know? I thank God I don't live in a place like New Orleans. No offense to the people, the natives of New Orleans, but y'all city is fucked up. I'm serious. Like, Places like New Orleans, Philly, Detroit, Cleveland, this is YN behavior. This is what happens. You're gonna have some type of a crackhead or some type of a YN breaking down your door, whether you're there or not, in broad daylight. That's what happens. And to be honest, over here, depending on where you are, Virginia is relatively safe compared to places like New Orleans and Memphis and places like Philly and Detroit. But yeah, I feel really bad for the chick's parents that got robbed. And I found out the lady that was speaking in this video, who happens to be the daughter of the parents that own the home, is actually a news reporter, which is very ironic. And she's based out of New Orleans, believe it or not. And I'm just like, don't y'all think it's a little strange that the parents of a news reporter just happened to get robbed at broad daylight out of nowhere? Didn't bother nobody, didn't do nothing to nobody. I honestly feel like this is potentially targeted. And the only reason why I say it might have been potentially targeted is because nobody just robs somebody for no reason at all. Or it could just be a thing of YN behavior. They don't give a damn. Like I said, they're running amok. And they decided to pick a house and rob it and steal the car in broad daylight. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all believe that this is typical behavior across New Orleans? Or do y'all believe that this was just one of those random acts of crime that just happened to a really good family for no reason, and they just happen to be targeted? But yeah, it's getting real crazy out here, y'all. All I can say is y'all make sure you have your cameras, your Ring doorbells. This is why you need cameras, for a reason. Thank goodness they have cameras. And this is another reason why you need protection, because of this shit. I am a firm believer of the Second Amendment, aka gun rights. And I have one my damn self. And I wish somebody would roll up in this motherfucker. I wish. I'm waiting on them hoes. Because y'all remember what happened to me when I first moved out here to Virginia. I had a stalker issue. And he gone now. He gone now. But I didn't have to defend myself, thank goodness. He wasn't that damn crazy to knock down my damn door, because if he was, he would have caught a bullet in his ass. But long story short, I went through the court system and had the judge remove him from this property. So I didn't ever have to see him or deal with him again with a restraining order, by the grace of God. It took me a while, but I got it done. It was a process, but I got it done when I first moved out here. But anywho, yeah, I'm so thankful. So thankful nothing like that has ever happened to me. Knock on wood. And this is why I find it quite scary to be a homeowner, because you have to worry about silly shit like this. Can't even have peace in your own home. You ain't bothering nobody, and then this bullshit happens. It's just like, why? What even a project neighborhood? Like, it just goes to show you, it don't matter where you are. You got to keep your eyes and your ears open and your cameras on 24/7. But I'll holler at y'all later. It's getting real crazy out here. It's getting real crazy out here, y'all. Peace.